Dr. Deepa Raje, um, who's very popular in the homeopathic doctor circle. Uh, Almost every homeopath knows, and she doesn't need any formal introduction. But still, I would introduce her. She's uh, a BHMS MD, and she has done a MD in pediatrics, and she's now pursuing her PhD in homeopathy from Jaipur University. She is also the vice president of the KQHDA, and she's an author of Panchakosha. Homeopathy is a divine science, and she is associated with Step One project for COVID-19. Welcome, doctor, and let's go ahead with your presentation.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Anusha, please stop your screen sharing so I can share my.
Yes, yes, Dr. Anusha needs to stop screen sharing. Okay.
Huh.
Yes, Dr. Deepa, you can start screen share.
Yes.
Okay. It's visible.
It's visible? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Dr. Sanjay, sir. I'm very thankful to our patron, sir, Dr. B.D. Patel. Very thankful to Chairman, sir, Dr. Swami, sir. Thanks a lot for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, President Sir Shripad Hegde and all my beloved colleagues. We are having this association since long, and without the support of all the colleagues, we have not reached up to this. So it was very emotional moment for me when Shripad Hegde sir gave me a call and asked about the presentation. So thank you, sir. So let's go. So talking about Shelly Sharma and Anusha, both cases I will cover. In my complete presentation, autism will also be covered, and the urinary tract infection and what challenges are there, as the today's topic is the challenges in the pediatric cases. So the first I feel as a pediatrician, you try to identify what is normal and what is abnormal behavior. If you are able to identify the normal child and abnormal child, then it will be very good. We have to allay the anxiety of the parents. That is really a very challenging. If you know to know what is normal and abnormal, you are when you are very clear with the concept, then you are able to allay the anxiety of a parents. Like every child is Krishna or naughty child or anything, but the parameters you are understanding as a pediatrician should be good. See, you can see these are two kids, the right side two, they are twins, but the complaint will be different. So complete case taking, understanding everything will be required. And nowadays, complete this lockdown, no one is coming in clinic, especially kids, they are taking extra care. So the nowadays challenge is online consultation. They are showing the child on the mobile screen or maybe Skype or Zoom or anything, but to because examination is required in pediatric cases, and online consultation is really a big challenge for me, and provide medical care of a diseases. So as a role of a pediatrician, homeopathist, one episode we have to make infant the journey, the growth and development, infant, children and adults. And latest
Correct.
challenge, children not wearing the mask. You can see both the parents here, they are wearing a mask, and it is very difficult to make understand that child to wear a mask. They are doing hand wash very nicely, they are doing, they are showing the steps also, doctor we are doing hand wash more properly, but to make them wear mask is the big challenge for doctor and to the parents as well. And see, if we are like now do gaj ki duri, we are everyone is maintaining that social distancing, but these small kids, the 2 years kid, 1 year kid, they are not trying. They will go to parents and they will come to you. So extra care needs to be taken care. So that are the real challenges in today's pediatric practice. Screen. I will go to next. Yeah. So I'm going to directly, because the basic understanding, case taking, everything is discussed. So directly I will go to the case. So this is the case. They visited to me 7 July 2019. Rishi, he has a speech delay and is hyperactive. This format is written by the patient mother. Doctor, these are the complaints. This is so you can see he has a speech delay and is hyperactive. He has a short attention span and does not respond to commands. He does not like. He does his activities in his own likes to follow a strict timetable and takes some time to adjust. He speaks in 2 or 3 words, not in complete sentence. A 4 years boy is here who is only talking 3 words, 2 to 3 words. He is undergoing speech therapy and OT therapy since 1 year, but there is a not much improvement. He likes to play with blocks and arrange things, likes to color, likes rhymes, cooking with me. Like this is written by mother. So, and at age of 2 years, he got febrile convulsions. So this was the history given by the mother. Now we are having a child who is a 5 years old, a hyperactive child. He is diagnosed with ADHD, and now all these complaints they came. I will go to next slide. So this was the complaint. He came on 7 July 2019. So this is this child is already diagnosed with ADHD, and this comes under the abnormal kid, not to the normal kid. So complete case taking was taken, and the rubrics were taken for him. Mind throws things away, mind fastidious, stomach indigestion, dyspepsia, mouth speech difficult, mind irritability, mind impatience, rectum worms complaint, and generalized food and drinks sweet aggravation. So the first time they came on 7 July, you can see the analysis. I have done this analysis with Vital Cause Compose, July 7, 2019. The first remedy came was Sina, and this is the follow-up, within 1 month follow-up. So this is the boy. The mother came. He is having difficulty to talk 1 to 2 words. Now in school, he is giving the complete speech. So complete journey was there. We have given the remedy Sina. This is after 2 to 3 months. This result he got. Intercurrent remedies, tuberculinum was also given to him. And again, this is the latest. The mother gave me. You can see on the third row, Rishi Kumar. So he got the new Vidya Mandir class 1. He got the award. The boy completely presented with hyperactivity, not sitting, no coordination, not able to speech. But with our homeopathic medicines, complete 1 year follow-up is there with me. He is doing absolutely good. No allopathic medicines were given. Even during this lockdown, they have completely stopped his therapies. So only they are treating with homeo medicines. This is one more case. Why my grandson not talking? Now, one case is the like some abnormal kid. He is diagnosed. Now this boy is a normal boy, and the complete story of this, it is like environmental factors has affected this boy, and he is not talking. The and just the grandmother came to my clinic, and she said, "Doctor, you just talk to my." Daughter, and you take complete case taking, whatever fees is there, I will give you the fees. And all complete case taking, whatever the point, present, chief complaint, past history, complete everything is done on the phone call. Grandmother was not giving any history, and she is simply telling whatever is there, you talk. That was, and the guy was having complaints, vomiting, nausea, stomach ache. So constitutional remedy, argentum nitricum, was given to him. The boy was absolutely fine. He was doing good, but still the speech was not coming. The physical generals were better, but the mind, and every time the follow-up is coming with the grandmother. So one day the grandfather came, and then grandfather told, doctor, मैं आपको पूरी कहानी सुनाता हूँ कि ये बच्चा क्यों नहीं बोल रहा है. So ये आप जो मेरी वाइफ को देख रहे हो, ये वाइफ जो ये बच्चे को लेके आती है, the wife who, the grandmother who is visiting the child, that grandmother is under the depression, and she is taking the depression medicines. So usually complete what the scene is there, the boy, as soon as boy is born, the mother just finished the maternity leave, and she started going to office. Father also started going to the office, and this boy was complete with the grandmother who is having the depression, and maids will come take care of the house cleaning, cooking, and the grandmother will take, and the grandfather now today who has visited, he is now he said, doctor, now I am completely retired, and now I am going to stay with him. So along with the medicine, with simple some Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Namah Shivaya, this kind of technique, and along with homeopathic medicine, this boy improved. If this boy has left untreated or ununderstood, this boy will never ever talk. So the importance of these two cases I am showing you, the normal and abnormal, you need to find. Surely the circumstances factor also may lead that child is not talking. So this was the one case. This is now one more challenge for a pediatrician is the journey. We have the patient is coming to us, we have to make infant, child, and adolescent. The normal adolescent should be there, the child this. So through this case I am going to show you how this girl improved. So this girl came to me in 2014. Her name is Ria, 6 years. Complaint of recurrent urinary infection, burning micturition, redness of vagina, stomach pain, profuse white discharge since 1 year, temporary relief from allopathic. So they used to take the allopathic medicines, and it used to antibiotics. Usually it was antibiotic. So till the 15 days, 1 month, she will be fine, but again reappear. The things were like she used to tell ki I'm not comfortable. So clinical history, all vaccination done. After vaccination, fever is not reported. Milestones normal. Parents observation, takes time to mingle with new person. Likes reading books, drawing, obey the order given by parents, fight with her brother, younger brother is there. Clinical history, all vaccination done. After vaccination, all. So appetite is decreased, eat non-veg, thirstless, desire for fish, chicken, aversion to vegetables, sleep 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., sometimes shouts in a sleep, thermals chilly, perspiration on head, yellow urine, sometimes burning. So in this case, miasm is a psychosis. Diagnosis is recurrent urinary tract infection and vaginitis, which is already, they came up with a diagnosis. Antibiotics were already given. So on 21st July 2014, considering the Murphy repertory rubrics were taken: forgetfulness, food and drinks, fish desire, discharges, vaginal, yellow, children in. So Medorinum 1M, 4 pills were given. And on 4th August, they visited, no complaint, no white discharge. So she was absolutely fine. The whatever the miasmatic thing, the remedy was suited for her, and within short period of time. So next dose was given was Vital Force. On 15th August 2014, skin eruptions on the right leg. So skin eruption appear at that time. Even first time also, by seeing her behavior, I was thinking of Nitramur. So skin eruptions appeared. Nitramur 204 pills were given. 9 September, again skin complaints improving, fever developed. Before coming to clinic, crocin syrup given. On examination, no fever. So this on 9 September 2014, this is the first and last this girl has taken the allopathic medicine. So I ask, you try to contact me, don't give any medication. So and again Medorinum 1M was given. 30 September 2014, no complaint, no fever, no vaginal discharge. She was absolutely fine. 24th October 2014, no complaint, but still they want to consult for a regular follow-up. So no medicine is also given. On 22 December 2014, pain in abdomen, cold cough. So Nitramur constitutional along with the cold cough, SOS Rumex medicine was given. As we are in allergic city in the cold cough, if we will not give any medicine, they will take any allopathic syrup or anything which I don't want. So I have given them Rumex. At that time, the weight was 16 kg. On 2nd 3 2015, chicken pox. She developed the chicken pox infection, and her appetite diminished. As this chicken pox is the immunity building phenomena, so no medicine was given, but they want something. So Vital Force, what is Vital Force is the placebo is given. On 7th March 2015, want medicine for skin itching. As the episode of chicken pox is there, some skin itching till this. So we have to be like, what observation we are talking about, the observation like pediatrician should. And what the challenges, we have to allay the anxiety of the patient. So during this, whatever the knowledge is there, you have to apply. Seeing the symptoms, they will force you, parents will tell you 10 things, but what is your observation? And depending on that, what remedies you have to give is important. So on 10/3/2015, leg pain, fever, mother came to collect medicine. So this time, like it was a very, the child was not able to visit the clinic, fever was there. So Nitramur and Rustox both were given morning and evening. And this acute episode also improved. And on 1st for 2015, better with previous complaint, but vomiting yesterday night along with the loose motion. She had some food outside and now she is having that gastric. This episode treated with arsenic album 200 morning and evening, and SOS podophyllum for the loose motion. Like we have considering the acute totality, arsenic album is given, but one SOS medicine of podophyllum. If one more diarrhea, one more loose motion is there, you can give podophyllum. So this also, no allopathy is given for all this episode. On 17/14/2015, better still as an intercurrent, her Medorinum 1M 4 pills were given. So on again now again they went to native. 12/5/2015, she got a loose motion 6 to 7 times. So this episode, now what this episode has happened, they went to native and at that night, during that night, there was an earthquake. So somehow they all were frightened, and next morning they came back to Bangalore. So that whole that night was very frightful, and now this girl, this Ria, is suffering with loose motions. After that, they came, somehow they traveled, they came. So this time gelsemium was given, and advice, if only single dose was given, only 4 pills, and if uh, again the loose motion is coming, then you can give gelsemium. So what exactly the totality of gelsemium, or the reason for diarrhea from emotional excitement, fright, bad news, painlessness, or involuntarily? So considering this episode, this totality, this she was absolutely fine. Within 1 week improved, and again the complaint head eruptions were reported. So slowly, and then 29 September 2015, now becoming angry. Not, this is the complaint of mother, बहुत गुस्सा कर रही है, mix नहीं हो रही है, she's not doing good in study, and she just want to asking mother, I want fish, give me fish. So Nitramur 200 again, single dose was given depending on this present totality. And October, after 2015, she was absolutely fine. They have not visited to me, or even medication was not given. Again, October 2018, menarche, first menses, this girl got. And they said, as if you go 2014, this girl was having the leukorrhea, the white discharge problem, the extensive antibiotics were not helping her. And then they came to homeopathy. So again they came, doctor, she got her first menarche. Now see, the child to adolescent. Menarche is the one phase of adolescent. So absolutely. So I said, no medication is required. If she is fine, this is the natural phenomena. Let her do good. And recently now mother is not good, but this Ria is absolutely fine. Every month she is getting her menses, her studies, everything is going all good. 2000 doing good, absolutely fine. You can see this is a small left side area. You can see a girl when she came up with the white discharge, the complaint, and only one episode crocin was given, and we are able to treat her all the acutes depending. And now this is 2019 picture. See, a small child, a journey from child to the adolescent. So as a homeopath, to create children only with homeopathy, not giving any medicine, surely with proper case taking, observation, application is very important. And see, lot of pressure is there from parents. So if you are very well known what to do, many cases are there, overdosage of crocin are also coming. Like, if you go for complete case taking, they are like anything, they are giving a crocin. So when it is required, when it is not required, that is very, the biggest challenge is, I feel, make the child healthy, infant, children to adolescent. Then that will help for healthy India, upcoming new generation. The new generation will be completely treated with homeopathy. So that is all. Thanks and gratitude. This also all. This is Dr. Nidhi, and this the young India, the healthy woman. So now, and this Ria, this after marriage now, like after marriage, how the circumstances are there, how the environmental factors are there, how her professional life, personal life, then she should be absolutely fine. Whatever the phenomena in 2018, October 2018 till 2020, unless and until some stress or anything is there, again this girl is reserved Nitramur. So she may travel to different kind of constitution. We can never say what will happen. So thank you, thanks a lot. Yes, over to Dr. Trupti, next speaker.
Dr. Sanjay.
Dr. Sanjay.